Jason Barron. I'm going to read an excerpt from a book called Race by John R. Baker. Um, Hopefully the audio will work because lately it seems this computer has been selective as to what audio it will and will not record. So we'll see. Okay. The Chapter 13, the Euripids, the European race. I'm not going to read the entire chapter. I'm just going to read an excerpt regarding internal and external characteristics. Internal organs other than skeleton of the European race. The ceruminous glands of the external auditory meatus generally produce a soft earwax. The axillary glands are well developed and their secretion gives a rather strong odor. There is no cartilage in the plica semilunaris of the eye. The brain is large, averaging about 1,410 grams in adult male European members of the subrace. The convolutions, gyri, of the cerebral hemispheres are very tortuous. At the occipital pole of each hemisphere, the visual area striata does not push round from the medially facing to the external surface in such a way as to produce on that surface a large operculate sulcus lunatus. External characters. The typical Euripid is rather tall. The shoulders are wide. The calf is prominent and reaches below the middle of the lower leg. The buttocks of the female are prominent, but not excessively so. Axillary and pubic hair is well developed in both sexes. In the male, facial hair is abundant and general body hair moderately or strongly developed. The limit of insertion of the scalp hair sweeps backwards on each side of the middle line more markedly than in certain other races. The scalp hair is wavy and flexible. Its length, when uncut, differs in the sexes, seldom exceeding 40 centimeters in the male, but averaging about 70 centimeters in the female. In transverse section, each hair is oval, or rather widely elliptic. The follicle from which it grows is straight and oblique to the surface of the head. The skin of young children is pale. Below the eyebrow, the skin is tucked backwards and then folded forwards over the eyeball to form the upper eyelid, instead of descending almost vertically without a distinct fold. The upper and lower lids meet at an acute angle at the inner nasal as well as at the outer side of the eye. That is to say, the inner corner of the eye is not rounded off by a mongolenphalate or plica nasopalpebralis superior. For an illustration of which see, well, you can't see that right now. So anyway, the space between the lids is approximately horizontal. When a Euripid looks straight forward, the white of the eye is symmetrically disposed on both sides of the iris. The eyelashes are long and divergent. The plica semilunaris is small. The nose projects rather strongly, its right and left sides tending to form an acute angle with one another, except where they converge to meet at the middle line. The nostrils are narrow, laterally and elongated in the anterior-posterior direction, though they may tend towards a kidney shape, with the posterior ends turned laterally. The lips are moderately or very thin, with little eversion. The ear is large and long in relation to its breadth. The helix is a well-formed fold. The lobule is large. And there it just shows a illustration that I referred to when I was reading it, the difference between a European eye and Asianized, Mongolized. Um, so yes, um, and I will make future videos about the subtypes of the European race, the Mediterranean, Alpine, and Nordic subtypes. This is about what I just read to you. The excerpt was about the European race as a whole, and it's from page 208, 209. I'm Jason Barron. Have a wonderful day. I'll speak to you again soon.